for a pity. When teachers threatened to keep kids back a grade and did. When the worst thing you could catch from the opposite sex was cooties. Didn't that feel good? Just to say, hey, I remember that. That's the kind of feeling you'll experience when you visit us at Oak Ridge Lincoln Mercury. And if you have credit problems and need help getting a car or truck, call me 482-5555 and ask for the old gray-haired guy. You can reach me online at oakridgelincolnmercury.saisyes.com. I double dog dare you to call me at 482-5555.
It happens gradually. The sun gives way to stars and moon. The day slips into something more comfortable. And there in the warm twilight glow, life becomes simple once again. Now is the time for Bella Sera Pinot Noir from Italy. Soft, smooth, rich. It's going to be a beautiful evening. Or as they say in Italian, a Bella Sera. Imported by Bella Sera USA, Hayward, California.
Hey, dude, you got any stuff?
That depends on what you need, ese.
All I need is some news, dude.
I got just what you need, man. Homegrown. Check it out.
The county government to function in much the same way.
Oh, careful, bro. A friend of mine OD'd on too much information.
Dude, there's no such thing as too much information.
The Halloran Hilton Hill Show. Weekday mornings 5:30 to 10 on News Talk 100 WNOX.
Clouds and showers in the area for tonight. Most of us won't see the rain, though. The overnight low will drop to 48. For tomorrow, still a slight chance of rain and a high of 65. From the WVLT Pinpoint 8 Doppler Weather Center, I'm Craig Edwards.
WNOX.
And I know that the National Rifle Association is able to brag that it controls the agenda now of gun control from the White House, and the majority of members of Congress are not going to stand up to the NRA.
Right, that's Jim Moron, Representative Jim Moron of Virginia, calling for the seizure of handguns from every law-abiding American, saying nothing about the flood, the invasion, the illegal invasion, saying nothing about the fact that this bug who did the slaughter in Virginia was an immigrant who shouldn't have been allowed to buy a gun. In fact, should have been in a mental hospital or deported once he showed to be mentally ill. I mean, let's say you hold a green card and you're a burden on society. What, we have to carry you for the next 50 years? I would say a green card comes with a responsibility to step towards citizenship. And if you can't live up to that standard of whatever that may be, you get thrown out of this country. You have a green card. Now you're a bug. You're threatening girls. You're setting fires. You're speeding. You're doing this. They lock you up in a nut house for a night. What they do is they deport you. They put you on the first plane back to your home country. But no, that wouldn't be liberal to Obama or to Hillary or to Gore. They want as many mentally ill people in the country. In fact, the sicker they are, the more they want them. In Australia, the guy just mentioned, John Howard, he doesn't want any immigrants with AIDS. You should have heard the liberals. Oh, you have to take AIDS patients. You have an obligation as a humanitarian nation to take in sick people with AIDS. Doesn't matter how much it costs. This is crazy. You're letting crazy people dictate social policy. Who's dictating social policy in America? The answer is nobody knows. It seems to be driven more by polls than it is by reason. But let's get back to Cho. Let's go back to Commandante Cho, the big hero with the two guns that you can see now up on michaelsavage.com. Look at this punk. Look at this psychopath. Not only was he a mentally ill lowlife, but he also had a real ego problem. He was so broken inside that he had to prove himself by killing people. Do you understand that? Now, on top of it all, he uses NBC to publish his manifesto. In between killing the girl and the dorm guy, he goes and mails the videos and the writings to NBC in between the killings. And then he goes back and cold-bloodedly kills 30-some-odd more people. You hear this? You hear what's going on in your country? Now, I walked around the streets of San Francisco before the show today to get lunch. And I must have seen at least 5. I knew that they were violent, homeless bums in the street. I felt it. I walked the other way. I can sense it. One was talking to himself. Another was a woman went in a restaurant and started shooting her mouth off at everybody. And everyone's afraid of them. The reason they're afraid of them is because in Mayor Tusum Newsom City, the homeless have more rights than the normal people who work and pay taxes. They are the sacred cows of India. The sacred cows of India are allowed to defecate in the street, much like the homeless in San Francisco, who can